Hi, I'm Amy and welcome to my video series on how to knit. Today we are going to look at how to cast on, and this is how you get your stitches onto the needle. There are loads of different ways to do this, but we are going to use something called the knitted cast on method. So here we go. So the first thing you need to do is to grab your wool, your needles and your knitting pattern and make a slip knot like this. If you're not familiar with slip knots and that looks a bit too tricky, you can try it on a table like this. Pop your slip knot on your needle and pull snug. Bring this to the end of your needle and secure it by holding it in place with your index finger so it doesn't fall off. Now hold this needle in your left hand and your empty needle in your right hand. Insert your right needle into the stitch on your left needle like this. And let go, holding onto both needles with one hand. Next, grab the yarn from your ball with your right hand. It's a good idea to move that yarn tail out of the way so you don't start knitting with it by mistake. Bring the yarn around your right needle by going under and over like this. Bring your right needle back out of the stitch, scooping up the wrapped around yarn at the same time. This will be your next stitch. Pull it out a little more for some extra room and then put it back on the left needle like this and pull snug. Here that is again a little closer. Insert your right needle into the stitch. Bring your yarn around the right needle by going under then over. Bring your right needle out of the stitch, scooping up the wrapped around yarn. Bring it out a little bit more for extra room and then put it back on the left needle like this. The pattern says that we need to cast on 23 stitches, so keep going until you have 23 stitches on your left needle. I like to hold the yarn in my right hand like this to keep it secure, but do what works for you and what feels comfortable for your hands. As you go along, make sure your stitches are all a similar tightness, not pulled too tight on the needle, but not saggy either. Keep going until you have 23 stitches on your needle. And that's it. Next we will look at how to knit the stitches that you've just cast on. See you then.